Yeah.
Hey guys, back again at you today with yet again another movie review, and today is a film I really want to share with you all, a lesser known one at that, and it's called Jules, directed by Mark Turteltaub, starring Ben Kingsley, Harriet Sansom Harris, Zoe Winters, Jade Cuon, and Jane Curtin. Now, this is a film that I saw was on Regal's schedule at my local theater, and I thought it was one of those movies that, oh, no one's going to go see this, no one's going to care about this, and I'm partially right, but I saw the reviews were fairly positive on Letterboxd, and I was going to edit something at the mall while I was waiting, and my laptop was dead, so I was like, oh, what do I do now? So what ended up happening was I decided to kill some time before Enter the Dragon, which obviously I reviewed just the other day, or just yesterday actually, and I was like, yeah, what the hell, like, I'll go see this, I have nothing else better to do, may have drained me a few dollars, but, you know, let's forget about that. And I decided to go see Jules, just because, you know, when I saw Ben Kingsley was attached, I knew, I was like, okay, this must be something, at least fairly good, fairly interesting. And I gotta be honest, this might be the most delightful surprise of the entire year. I really, going into this movie that I barely expected anything out of, I was shocked at how much I enjoyed this. It's such a wholesome film, really, about this old man who lives like in West Pennsylvania, and an alien crashes in his backyard. And it's kind of him and his interactions with this alien and everybody around him, either of his age group or lesser. And I think it's a really great conceit for a film like this, because obviously, I know it's going to sound weird, but a sci-fi comedy dealing with ageism, it is really, really interesting on that note. And it may seem, from the outside looking in, it's not doing anything artistically that's too groundbreaking. It may seem a bit cookie cutter, but I don't think it's anything quite like that, because what I think is so brilliant about this movie is the way they use, you know, this kind of guise of this alien to explore the effects of ageism and onset dementia. You know, because Ben Kingsley's character in this, you know, he's starting to get older. He's starting to, you know, misplace things and all that. And I love how the film, I won't give too much away, but the film at first leaves it pretty ambiguous what is going on. And you know, kind of leads to the mistrust, and also, you know, kind of the, I don't want to say mistreatment of the elderly, but there is sort of a lack of respect, for that matter, especially from his daughter, who is played by Zoe Winters in this, who is really great when she shows up. But my goodness, I gotta tell you, this film should be getting a lot more attention for its acting performances here. And, you know, I look on Gold Derby and I don't even see this film listed. This is how little of an impact this film is making. But I truly mean this when I say this. This is one of Ben Kingsley's absolute best performances. Like, he completely disappears into this role, as he always does. Sure, it's not, you know, he's not going to top Mahatma Gandhi, right? But at the same time, like, he plays such this wholesome character, you know, this really, really sweet old man who has a bit of, you know, of a troubled past, if you will. There's some things that, you know, he's carried on regretfully in his older years. But I still think that this, it really is such a heartfelt portrayal, and such a subdued role as well. Like, you're not going to see, like, too many big Oscar crying scenes or anything like that, but I think that's another reason why this performance is so effective. It really just, he completely transforms once again, and I love his interactions, you know, like, because he keeps going to the town hall, like, every time that there's a meeting, and he keeps repeating the same thing over and over again, like they're not hearing it. And I think it's interesting how, like, they look at ageism in that sense, because it's humorous, right? But it does kind of show the kind of, like, superiority complex that a lot of the younger generation has towards these people, and it is something that is very, very much prevalent in our society in general. You know, this isn't any new idea, but I think the way it's explored is really done quite well here. And I also think Harriet Sampson Harris deserves a supporting actress nomination as well. If I didn't say it already, I mean, Ben Kingsley in this, I think this is one of the absolute best performances of the year by extension. I'd put it maybe right at the top of the pile. He should be nominated alongside Cillian Murphy and Oppenheimer. I'm serious. Like, he really is incredible, but she as well really kind of is the other heart and soul of this film. This really, really sweet lady who's like trying to, you know, get involved with the younger generation, trying to understand, and she has, you know, some things about her past and some of her past relationships which really make you latch onto her and all these characters in this movie. Even Jane Curtin's character, who's kind of like the third of the elderly trio in this, and she, you know, there's a lot going on of them having to either, you know, let go or latch onto what they still have, vice versa. It really is a very compelling look at that sort of late life worldview that these characters are looking through and that they are experiencing in their own time. It really is a great concept for this movie, and really just a great character study at that. And yeah, it is very, very interesting how the events in this film play out. And I will say, I think part of my problem with this movie, it doesn't really take many bold swings. And when it does, I think they kind of shy away from it a little bit. And there's just some things that don't really fully come together in the way I would have hoped them to. It isn't like the tightest narrative you ever see, but it's certainly not a loose one either. You know what I mean? I hope I'm making sense. But regardless, I really think that you guys should check out this film. It really is quite delightful in every single way. I don't know how you can not at least enjoy this on some level, especially Ben Kingsley in this, who's just beyond stellar. I really think at the end of the year I might be talking about this when I talk about my favorite performances of the year, because he really is just so transformative in a very non-showy way. And I think those types of performances, as much as I do love the showy ones, are sometimes the ones that are the most effective, like the story that is being presented in this film. And yeah, I haven't seen any film quite like this, and I don't think you guys may have either. A really, really solid film, and I really think you guys should support this. I mean, I know nobody is going out to see it, but please take me at my word on this one and go check it out if you have the time, you know. It's absolutely worth checking out. And on that note, I'm going to give Jules an 8 out of 10. Really, really good film, as I said, and one that everyone should at least try to see. And I hope in some way that my review is bringing awareness to really such a sweet and very thoughtful movie. But yeah, let me know what you guys think if you're going to see this movie. If some of you have miraculously seen this, let me know what you think about it down in the comments below. Or if you're going to go see it later, come back on this review and tell me what you think after the fact. Would love to hear what you think about this movie. And of course, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Going to be bringing you some more movie reviews very, very soon. And also finishing out the top 100 albums of the 21st century with Johnny Radio over there. So please, please, please make sure to subscribe to his channel and also check out our series while we're at it. We're almost to the finish line here, and we would be very excited for all of you to join us in closing out this wonderful, wonderful series that we've enjoyed doing very much. So yeah, guys, until the next video, take it easy now, and keep watching those movies, folks.